Hello students, welcome to our next video tutorial on projections of planes inclined to both the planes. We are at exercise number 9, problem number 5. Looking to the question, a rhombus has its diagonals 100 mm and 60 mm long. Draw the projections of the rhombus when it is so placed that its top view appears to be a square of diagonal 60 mm long, and the plane through the longer diagonal makes 30 degrees with the VP. Repeat the question. A rhombus has its diagonals 100 mm and 60 mm long. Draw the projections of the rhombus when it is so placed that its top view appears to be a square of diagonal 60 mm long, and the plane, vertical plane through the longer diagonal makes 30 degrees to the VP. See, it's something like question which we have discussed earlier, right? Taking the final answer from the given statements of answer. Previously, problems which we have discussed, it may be that elliptical circle, elliptical shape, rotating that, getting. Previous that more square, what you call that rectangle appears a square. From square we have find angle, and then we have got finally drawn the final projections front view and top view. Like same here. See, look at the question. What's the plane given for us is shape rhombus. So what is a rhombus? Rhombus is also one kind of four side shape, where two sides will be parallel, sides will be equal and diagonals will not be equal. Right? Let me show you the difference. Right? This is a square. Square, all sides equal and diagonals also equal. Whereas rhombus, it won't be having something like this, right? Only two sides will be equal, these two, and diagonals will also not be equal. I hope you know this rhombus, how it looks like, right? That is the rhombus shape given. The rhombus has its diagonals 100 mm, 60 mm long, right? Two diagonals, 100 mm, 60 mm. Long one 100, short one 60. Draw the projections of the rhombus when it is so placed, right? When it is so placed, it is placed in a particular position, right, that its top view appears to be a square. Its top view is appearing like a square. See, when you are looking from the top view, right, whatever the rhombus which is placed, right, it is looking like a square. Square means what? Right, both diagonals should be equal. Of what dimension? 60 mm. Right. So, and after that he is asking again, the vertical plane through that longer diagonal makes 30 degrees to VP. So I hope you all understand this question. Rhombus. See, I don't have any rhombus, but for your understanding, I'm taking this as a square. Square, in the front view it appears what you call rhombus. Suppose a longer diagonal, shorter diagonal, right? When it rotates to some particular, it will look like a square. But here you are looking front view, but here he is clearly mentioned, right? It is placed top view, it appears. So I'm placing this here. Now assume we have this kind of rhombus. When you are looking from the top view means below XY line, right? Top view we have longer diagonal of 100, 60 mm shorter diagonal. This rhombus, when you are looking from the top view, is appearing like a square, right? Appearing like a square of what? 60 by 60 diagonals, not sides given, diagonals given. Now what should happen? This longer diagonal, shorter diagonal, it should be taken to a particular angle, right? You can see it should be taken to a particular, now actually it is this like this, right? Now it should be taken to a particular angle such that its top view looks like a square. Now after that, when it looking like a square, the longer diagonal, right? What is the longer diagonal which we are considering is this one. This longer diagonal, right, is 30 degrees with HP. Now what happened? This 30 degrees with the VP. Now this makes 30 degrees with the VP. Now we have to draw its projections. So what you can do is 30 degrees with the VP. You just try to remove it. Last this is the concluding, right? When you get the second stage. No, this is also 3-stage problem. Stage 1, top view, longer diagonal, shorter diagonal rhombus. Project its front view. Now here there is no such a condition. It is lying on the HP with one point or one side, etc., etc. Right? But it's only we have is we can consider it's lying on a point. We can consider but in the question, see, a rhombus has its diagonals 100 mm, 60 mm long. Draw the projections of the rhombus when it is so placed that its top view appears to be a square of diagonal 60 mm long, and the vertical line through that longer diagonal makes 30 degrees. For making our convenient, right, we are considering a point is on HP. Simple. So first step is try to draw stage 1 of XY line. I have to construct a rhombus, right? Rhombus of this shape with 100 mm long, 60 mm long, right? I am taking horizontal 100 mm, see, little bit big line. Shorter, which comes at the middle, diagonals intersect at each other, perpendicular, when bisect each other. At middle 60 means 30 from top, 30 from bottom. Diagonal, so just try to it is our rhombus. Top view, right? Top view, true. See, this top view appears a square means when it is so placed. Before placing, we are removing that particular angle. See, this particular thing is looking like a square, but initially when you don't know that particular angle, previously what we did, we are trying to find out the same. When you try to remove that angle, it will be dropped on HP. Top view, rhombus, longer diagonal, shorter diagonal. Now it's coming to its points. You can write here A, B, C, D. Projecting its front view. A dash, B dash, C dash. Here how to draw means draw the 100 mm first and then 60 mm as perpendicular bisector. Right? 30 mm above, 30 mm below. Please show the dimensions as early as possible here. Mm. 60 mm. Initial. Now, what's the condition we have is it is appearing, when it is so placed, its top view appears to be a square of diagonals 60 mm. Right? Next stage 2. This is stage 1. Stage 2, we have to show this as square in the top view. Only reference we have is 60 mm. Now simple, try to draw this 60 mm from here. Draw a projector line. This is 60 mm. What's that? Right? You are going to new shape. You can try them as B1, D1. Now 60 and one more diagonals also, it should be 60. Right? From center again take point. On the same straight line, if you can't, you can draw it. But from this point, 30 towards right side, 30 towards left side. It should be a square. Probably it look like a square, a small shape. Now here, A1, B1, C1, D1. We have dealt with a square, but at what angle actually? But at what angle actually means, remember previously a rectangle when looked like a square, we have drawn a line and then we have marked with the help of compass and traced out that particular angle and find out that particular. Same way here, as I am considering this point here on XY line, try to draw here. This becomes A1 dash. From this C1 here up to XY, extend it to the maximum. Project it to the maximum. Now here measure this length. What is this length? It is 100. Now A1 dash, cut it for 100. Now here cut it for 100. This will become A1 dash, C1 dash. If you try to draw this, it becomes B1 dash. Sorry, I forgot to write backside D1 dash in brackets. So simple, right? rhombus projected into a square. Now think here next. It all depends upon how you draw with dimensions. Now next thing is, now see this, after that 60 mm we have satisfied, square, we have drawn top view square, front view it's look like a something inclined, right? See, diagonal, longer diagonal, shorter diagonal, rotated to a particular angle, here, this angle, theta, which you don't know, you have to find. Now here top view it's looking like a square. What are the points? And now the vertical plane through the longer diagonal. What is this longer diagonal? A1 C1, vertical plane A1 C1. With this A1 C1, whatever the vertical plane we have is making an angle of 30 degrees with VP. This one already which we have is AC, A1 dash C1 dash, longer diagonal AC. That is to be drawn at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. That plane. Now when it makes 30 degrees with the VP vertical plane, it looks like into another shape. Same square has to be rotated at an angle of 30 degrees with respect to A1 C1. So simple, try to take a line, draw 30 degrees. What should be 30 degrees? Longer diagonal. What is this longer diagonal in the square top view? A1 C1. So why it is longer diagonal? See, AC is 100 mm, BD is 60 mm. This AC is rotated to a particular angle such that it becomes 60, but actual longer diagonal is AC itself. So on this, what we are supposed to do is, we have to measure this distance A1 C1. How much it will be? Simple, 60, because it's a square. Now from here, plot any point, try to put it A1, some distance, cut it for C1. Now same way, perpendicular bisector you can draw easily, right? So that you can draw B1 D1. I am trying to middle point, same distance. Same, I am reconstructing the square, right? This is B1 C1 D1, A1 B1, A1 B1, B1 C1, sorry, C1 D1. Same square I have rotated at an angle of 30 degrees. Now simple final projections, try to draw the projectors from A1 vertical, B1 vertical, C1 vertical, D1 vertical. We have to get the shape of here. Now from front view, already A1 dash on XY line, B1 dash, C1 dash. Simple problem, but it's one of the important problems. I can quote you right. Now pick the intersection points. A1 A1 dash, A1 A1 dash, A2 dash, new shape, as we are finding new shape. B1 B1 dash, B2 dash, C1 C2 dash, D1 which is in the back side, D2 dash. Finally join A2 dash, B2 dash, B2 dash, C2 dash, C2 dash to D2 dash, D2 dash to A1 dash. It's very simple shape of rhombus. Final, it will be like this. So final answer is final front view. See what he asked. Draw the projections of the rhombus. Projections means front view and top view. Now guys, this remember, this also should be in thick. Hope you all understand. Very simple problem. Rhombus directly drawing with longer 100, shorter 60, projecting its front view with the help of 60 mm, keeping that here. Now taking the middle and drawing one more 60, constructing a square. projecting its front view with a particular angle of 100 mm cutting, then we will get the angle. Now rotating the same with the given condition, longer diagonal here is A1 C1, here you can take it, keep that in 30 degrees, construct the same square, project it for front view with the help of projectors, right side projectors, intersection points, finally you will get the required projections of rhombus in front view and top view, stage 2 and stage 3. Dimensions I know you all done, 100 by 60, square by 60, that means you can show here this. Will get confused with the dimensions or the problem. You are supposed to show it simple. Hope that's clear. You understood. If you have any doubts, you can ask me again. Thank you.